Hello Cancer, welcome to your October 2023 reading. In this reading, I'm going to be taking a look between you and the person on your mind. It's going to be a love-focused reading. If other messages come out for you, Cancer, definitely will pay attention to that, but this will be a love reading for the month of October. At first, I'm just going to pull a few cards to get some context and see what's going on, figure out the story between you and the person on your mind from what I can see. And then I'm going to go into your side of things, their side of things, and then at the very end, go through each sign to give you guys more specific messages if you're dealing with each sign. So to start out, I'm getting death in reverse. So my immediate reaction to this is maybe although you guys have tried to let this go, you're still hanging on. Could be dealing with a Taurus here or Scorpio. But Hermit card. For some of you, you may not be communicating. I feel like this is ongoing. There may be some... You guys aren't necessarily in each other's lives actively is the story I'm getting for some of you, but you're still holding on to some degree. Or maybe one or both of you guys is being a little bit more shy when it comes to how you feel. Sorry, I just dropped my cards. King of Pentacles in reverse. Why do I get the sense that one of you feels manipulated? Or, again, holding back. Why is the Hermit here? Actually, I'm curious because I'm getting death in reverse, which means you're still in each other's energies. Okay, Hermit and Ten of Cups. So, could be the case that you aren't speaking. Could also be the case that this is something that is very, like I said, you guys are both holding on to it. And this is something you could both see happening long term, like a marriage. But there's some things that are being kept kind of secret here. King of Pentacles in reverse here for Fool card. Yeah, when it comes to taking risks, you guys are not, neither of you are really willing to like put yourself out there. If this is the story you guys are relating to so far. Yeah, let's see what else comes out. The cards are all over the place today. Six of Wands. I think there could be some intimidation for both of you guys about why is friends coming to mind? Maybe one of you guys or both of you guys have a lot of friends, have a very active social life. I don't know why that came to mind and why that would be a bad thing. Maybe you feel like this person's friends are saying something to them. Could also be the case that they're hearing stuff about you or vice versa through other people. But I'm getting the Lover. So, I mean, it's definitely positive so far in that way. Like, I think at some point in October, there may be a moment where you guys spend really quality time together. But at the end of the day, it's like getting... one or both of you guys are super busy and really bad at handling priorities. Like, I just get the messages that I get, but what comes to mind is like if someone has a long work day, they would rather go hang out with their friends than see you or vice versa. And that's something that's kind of frustrating. Or maybe that's something that came out in the past. I'm also getting the Page of Pentacles. Why is the Page of Pentacles here? Can we clarify? The High Priestess. So you guys both know that this is a very, very deep connection. It could be with an Earth sign, Taurus. I'm getting all signs, honestly. A lot of water, a lot of Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I'm also getting Pisces here. But I feel like you guys both know that this opportunity is not something that comes along often. Like in terms of how you feel. This is not just like a... you know, oh, I went out with this person like a couple months ago and I kind of forgot about them thing. It's like, it's very, very, you guys both feel it. And that's why I think when I got Death card in reverse, it's like, it's something that you're both hanging on to. But I think managing time is a problem. Like when I'm looking at possible roadblocks, at the bottom of the deck, I was going to ask, possible roadblocks or what's getting in the way here. And I get the Queen of Wands in reverse, which is a social card. I think it's just really managing time. And I think this is the message I'm getting. One or both of you guys is very frustrated with like, why is this so inconsistent? why am I seeing this person kind of disappear? And I feel like for some of you, it's because they're spending time elsewhere with like other people, but I'm not seeing it being romantic. For those of you that are questioning, like, is this person seeing other people? Is that how they're spending their time? I'm not really getting that from this reading. For those of you that are relating, I feel like it's more so they have a lot of people that they see. Could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. All right. Cancer, how are you feeling this month? What's going on with you? I'm going to be focused on love messages. Anything else comes out that it does. Then I'm going to go into your person after this. Hermit in reverse. So you may be feeling like you're coming out of a period of being a little isolated. I see you being out there a lot more than you were previously. Let's see. October's a good month to be social. I think there's so much to do in October. Two of Wands. Why is the Two of Wands here? All right, so I think a lot of you could be focusing on money right now with the Three of Pentacles, but I think you're kind of in a groove, or if you're not yet, you will be at some point in October, figuring out what you want to do when it comes to work. I see you kind of frustrated about a lack of a real career path. I don't know why that comes to mind, but I think Cancer, you'll realize that you work really well with other people. You may be communicating really well at work, communicating your ideas, stuff like that. I'm also getting the Knight of Wands. Why is the Knight of Wands here? King Cups. I will say, I feel like, I don't know why I get this like go, 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 go sort of thing from you in October. You may be like getting home for 5 minutes and then leaving right after. And I think just make sure you're taking time, Cancer. A lot of Cancers that I know, I'm a Cancer moon, and I feel like we do best sometimes when we take some time to relax. You know, Cancer is like one of the signs besides Capricorn that's very invested in their home life. I don't know why that's coming out, but I feel like just make sure you're taking time to kind of set things up around the house, feel comfortable, get in a routine at home. I think a lot of you are also stressed out about like long-term plans. I said that earlier, and I think it's coming, has to do with money, and it's coming into your mind a lot where you're like, oh, well, you know, I'm so busy and I'm not making a lot of time at home to like work on other, I don't know if you guys have side things or whatever. I think you're stressed. Yeah, I'm seeing Five of Pentacles in reverse about money. This isn't really coming out with a lot of love for you at the time, at the moment. But yeah, maybe some of you are not so focused on love, despite some of the things I was seeing earlier. With you and your person, I will say with Five of Pentacles in reverse, if you have been kind of struggling financially, I see that taking a turn here with the Five of Pentacles. You may sort of get back on your feet, so to speak. Ace of Wands, you may have, if you are single, you may have a new opportunity. If you're dealing with someone, either way, I see someone that you find very attractive, spending time with them this month. Chariot in reverse. I think you're frustrated though. I think this is definitely relating to the story I was seeing earlier. You're frustrated with how slow things are moving between you and another person, but you're very attracted to them. Again, I'm getting fire, or a Taurus. It's like definitely pretty strong. Nine of Pentacles. Like I said, when it comes to money, I see earlier in the month you being very stressed, but I see you kind of getting back on your feet. I also see you participating in things that make you really happy. In this picture, I love the Nine of Pentacles because she's playing the piano. She's enjoying her life. She's like outside. The things that you enjoy, I think you'll make time for, especially towards the end of the month. And those things might be more things like just that you like to do instead of like spreading your time to a bunch of people, which I saw that like go nonstop sort of thing from you. I feel like you'll take a little bit more time to yourself towards the end of the month. And then I also see Judgment. You may be making a decision. Ace of Swords, when I'm clarifying judgment. Yeah, so Cancer, I feel like for a lot of you, there may be a decision towards the end of the month that'll really help you. I'm seeing communication with the Ace of Swords. That's one of my biggest communication cards. So you may hear something that is very what you've been looking to hear. I'm leaning towards love. It'll feel like after all this time, you're finally hearing what you want to hear. I don't know why that came to mind, but let's pull some oracle cards for you, Cancer. Let me know if you guys are relating to this story. I feel like I was expecting more love messages from you, but maybe for some of you, you're not really deeply focused on that, like spiritually this month. Affirmations for positive change. Maybe some of you have been doing this in the month of October or will do this in the month of October, where you're starting to regulate your thoughts a little bit more, think more positively, and maybe that's when things will start to change for you. Listening to wisdom as well came out. So for those of you that do want advice, for those of you that have been kind of holding back, when I was seeing that communication card, get advice from other people, the people that you trust and the people around you's opinions that you trust. It's advising for you to listen to wisdom from those people. Any other oracle messages for Cancer? Yeah, it's funny that this came out because I was just talking about you guys being kind of exhausted. Take time to breathe out. And then I'm also getting hold your vision. So, I mean, very blatantly, don't give up. I feel like things will really start to turn around for you at the end of the month. I don't know why I get that feeling, but I do. I'm going to pull from this deck really quickly and see if any other messages want to come out. But yeah, I see things really turning around. Hearing something that you want to hear. Doesn't have to be relating to love, but I think there'll be a change of pace. I'm also getting compromise. So I was talking a lot about the way that you spend and invest your time this month and feeling very burned out, and maybe you're spreading yourself too thin. So if it helps, the message for you is to I don't know, meet in the middle with other people. And that could be relating to the love story that I was saying, where it's like there's positive communication towards the end of the month, and like a real breakthrough in something that you've been wanting to express, and maybe the way that you can work with someone else is through compromise. I don't know why that's coming out. When it comes to your person, I'm getting the Tower card in reverse. So for some of you, this person has really been going through some very personal changes recently. What kind of personal changes are we looking at? Queen of Swords, when it comes to the way that they communicate. I feel like I'm repeating myself, but I mean, the cards keep coming out this way. Maybe for some of you, Cancers, you feel like this person has a very cold way of communicating at times. And I see that's something that they're actually working on with the Tower card in reverse. I feel like they're dissatisfied. It sounds kind of like dragging them a bit, but Nine of Pentacles in reverse, they're not satisfied with their life for some reason. Why are they not satisfied with their life? Is it because of this Cancer? They don't really have a lot of inner strength at this time. I feel like they're waiting on maybe you to make a move with the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Could be the case. Or I feel like they're just... maybe they find they find confidence through personal success. So like if they make a lot of money, or if they have some sort of win at work, or whatever the case may be, I feel like for a lot of you, that's how they get that confidence. And right now they're kind of lacking that. I know a lot of people like that it's like if they're failing in one aspect of their life, their confidence just drops. And I feel like that's kind of how it is with this person. When things are going well in their life, maybe they're the type to like then want to ask you out on a date and they're kind of on that high. But I feel like when they're in a low period, it's hard for them to kind of get that strength and confidence to like really be forward and take initiative with you. Could be dealing with the Leo, or like I said, earth sign. Definitely get a lot of fire and earth from this reading. They do want to communicate with you, and they're very attracted to you with the King of Wands. I feel like you're both very attracted to each other. Something I said very early on in the reading. For very small percentage of you, if this is someone that you had a breakup with or you ended things with, they're still very focused on the conflict. Sorry. I got the 5 of Swords with the 2 cups to clarify. So I feel like for some of you, this person is still very focused on something that was said between the 2 of you, some sort of argument, or it could be the case that that's one way to interpret it. The other way is that they had a very bad relationship in the past that has ended and is fully done, but they're afraid of that conflict coming back into their life is what I'm getting. But at the same time, I feel like they do want something more serious because they are trying to change the way that they communicate when it comes to you, Cancer, because like I said, maybe that's like important to them to keep you in their life. But yeah, maybe you're aware of this really bad thing that happened in the past, whether it be with you or without you. But I feel like I'm leaning towards it with something does not have to do with you, and they're not feeling very confident at this point in their life. But take it as it resonates. I don't like to stick with like one specific story like that, but yeah. Ace of Cups, they're not very vulnerable, which, you know, Cancer, you guys, from what, you know, a lot of Cancers value that emotional depth, that emotional realness, that kind of vulnerability, but they're kind of stuck in their ways where they're afraid of that. I don't know why I get lack of confidence in themselves and insecurity, and I think that they're afraid to express that insecurity with you, Cancer. But at the end of the day, from the bottom of the deck, I do think that they really do care for you, and they want to be that stable person in your life, but maybe they're trying to I don't know why I get the idea that this person is kind of bad at initiating. Yeah, let's pull some oracle cards for your person. See what's on their mind from the oracle decks. I can't stop thinking about you. So yeah, it's a lot of thought and a lot of like internal. They're stuck in their internal world, and it's hard for them to like express that, but they're definitely thinking about you. And like I said, there's a lot of attraction. For those of you that are relating to this story so far, I look for you everywhere. So, and then I also got the timing wasn't right for us. So I think it could be like, was it in the past tense or current? I do think that this person has some things going on which are preventing them from having like that confidence is what I'm seeing. But at the same time, I do see them being very, you're still in their thoughts, in their energy very strongly. That's like the first thing I got from this reading was the Death card in reverse. It's like, oh, it's definitely still going on for them, but maybe they just have trouble expressing that at times. I'm upset and I lost my cool. I need some time to calm down. So that's exactly what I was saying earlier, where like there maybe for some of you was an argument. You deserve the best and I respect you. I want to do the right thing. Yeah, they definitely do really. I kept getting that over and over again, like they're very cautious about doing the wrong thing and kind of insecure about that. Let's get a brief look into the outcome between Cancer and this person. Then I'm going to go through each sign, Aries through Pisces. The outcome is that you're still both going to be stuck in this for a lot of you. This is still going to be ongoing past October. 8 of Cups in reverse. It's staying put. Oh, yay. Okay, I got the Lovers card. So I think you guys will enter a period, and I saw that towards the end of October. I kept saying that over and over again, that I see things getting a lot better between you and your person towards the end of October, moving past October. There could be a return for those of you that had things ended. But yeah, I think it's extremely positive, the Lovers. Much better can you get than that? All right, I'm going to go through all signs now, Aries through Pisces, give you specific messages for each sign, Cancer. Just shuffle for a second. Okay. If you're dealing with a Aries, I'm getting the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. I think this Aries was very upset about this, Cancer, but now they're more willing to forgive, or they might offer forgiveness. Offer an apology. If you're dealing with a Taurus, I'm getting the Eight of Wands in reverse. You may have difficulty communicating or no communication with the Taurus throughout the month of October. If you're dealing with a Gemini, I'm getting the Six of Swords. If this is long distance with a Gemini, they may travel to you this month, or you may see like a change in them in the way that they present themselves and the way that they talk to you in a positive way. If you're dealing with another Cancer, I'm getting the Six of Cups. I'm going to be honest, this to me usually says that someone is having a lot of bad memories with you. And they're kind of focused on like the negative, to be honest. If you're dealing with a Leo, Ace of Swords, so this is basically the same story I was getting before, where I was saying like finally honest communication from a Leo. If you're dealing with a Virgo, I'm getting the Magician in reverse. Be careful about like a Virgo coming off a little bit too, how do I put it, like putting on a show and being overly charismatic. It might be not with the best intentions in October, if that sounds like a Virgo that you know. If you're dealing with a Libra, I'm getting the Four of Cups in reverse. This Libra is definitely waiting on something from you, and they're growing like impatient. I feel like they're definitely waiting, whether it's to hear from you or to hear back on something. I don't know. Sorry. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, I'm getting the Emperor in reverse. I don't think this Scorpio thinks very naturally when it comes to you. I mean, naturally, rationally. Wow, I'm like messing up my words. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, I don't think they think rationally when it comes to you. I think they're actually pretty irrational. And I think they're thinking more with like passion in their heart. Or they could have come up with something about when it comes to you that doesn't really make sense. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, I feel like the Sagittarius is definitely willing to fight for this, Cancer. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, I'm getting the Two of Cups in reverse. Could be the case that there was a breakup already with it, or an ending with a Capricorn, and that's really on their mind. But I think they're still holding on. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, I'm getting the Five of Swords. You could have conflict this month with an Aquarius, or this Aquarius is very focused on conflict with you. If you're dealing with a Pisces, I'm getting the Seven of Wands. I think this Pisces thinks of you in a very high regard, but I think at the same time, that's kind of causing them to think like, well, surely this Cancer has other options. I don't know. I think they're just really in their head about that. Other people's like attention towards you. So yeah, that's what I got for you. I hope that this has made sense. And I hope that it resonated. If it has, subscribe, like, all that stuff, because it really helps me. I'm just getting back into YouTube again. So for those of you who have already watched my videos, I really appreciate it. So yeah, thank you, Cancer, and I hope you have a safe and fun month.